AT&T Stadium in Houston. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. Fielded in the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Bell, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, it's Bell, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
23 yards, the final tally.
3 yards. And the Jaguar first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
11 yards.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A first carry now for Thompson. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
24-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson. Brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
chance to describe that one. I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
Bell running on first down as he'll push forward for about 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen.
Complete to Keenan Allen.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And now Washington, they have opened up a 2-touchdown lead there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hand off to Thompson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well, right out and right up the middle.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Thompson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. They give it here to Thompson. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Stopped short of the
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll turn to Thompson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Chris Thompson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Jaguars 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field to put them in some tough spots, but what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And the return will stop right around the 25. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He's got the first down inside the 10. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Chris Thompson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Jaguars 0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
It's still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, Bell. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
The give is to Bell. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. The young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
And a Jaguar.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Complete.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
Randy Bullock set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got an open man. That's David the Joker, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards.